As we come on the air tonight, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office is looking for 2 suspects who shot at deputies in West Macon.
Deputies say 4 men total were involved and at least 1 fired towards deputies. Now 2 are in custody, 2 are on the run. In the last 30 minutes, we learned the names of the 2 men who were arrested. The Sheriff's Office says 34-year-old Rickie Watson is at the hospital. He's expected to be okay. And
17-year-old George Weeks is in jail. We were able to get this mugshot in just within the last 5 minutes. Right now, Weeks is facing multiple charges, including obstruction of an officer. We also learned deputies believe the suspects on the run used rifles to shoot near deputies.
Olivia Dunn brought you live coverage as this unfolded today, and Olivia is in studio tonight to tell us the latest.
Yeah, Frank, Lori, this all started after a deputy made a stop for a stolen vehicle. Sheriff David Davis tells me 2 men ran away from that vehicle and then met up with 2 others who were armed. And that's when he says shots were fired, triggering a massive response from multiple departments. Davis says that response was to send a message.
To shoot at one of our deputies, you're going to get the wrath of the sheriff's office on you.
Sheriff David Davis says Bibb deputies, the Georgia State Patrol, and the Southeast Regional Fugitive Task Force descended on the neighborhood near Gledhill Street and Churchill in West Macon Tuesday evening. That's after someone fired shots near a Bibb gang investigator after a traffic stop for a stolen vehicle near Gledhill and Churchill Streets.
He was able to stop the car. There were 2 individuals in the vehicle. They jumped out and ran.
Sheriff Davis says those 2 men met up with 2 others who were armed. Davis says someone in that group fired shots. Deputies arrested 1 man, but 3 others ran off, triggering a large response from deputies and other departments, including drones and dogs.
That's why we had so many officers respond to make sure that these folks know that if they shoot at us, we coming hard, we coming strong.
They arrested a 2nd man near Willow Lane. Davis says they know who the other 2 are.
We'll have them soon, but we don't think that there is any kind of danger or any threat to anybody, particularly in this neighborhood here.
Although Davis says it's unclear if the shots fired were directed towards his deputy, he says today's efforts are a message to anyone threatening violence towards the sheriff's office.
We're not going to tolerate that. Somebody putting one of our folks in danger, we're coming after you strong, and we know who these individuals are, and we hope to have them in custody before too very long.
Frank, Lori, Sheriff Davis says none of his deputies were injured this evening, and one of the men in custody was treated for minor injuries after deputies tased him during the arrest.
Thanks, Olivia. Right now, the Sheriff's Office says there is no threat to the public.
Deputies are still investigating, and again, they are still looking for the 2 other suspects who are believed to have shot at deputies.